Open your eyes, my friends. Blind. Now we stand at the edge.
Come on, man. You don't want to be cheap when the end of the world's coming, do you?
Access granted.
Sir, why are you out on the streets? You'll only incite these people to more violence.
Don't interfere, sir. I will arrest you if I have to.
Out of the way!
Dr. Chechery, call 217. Dr. Chechery,
Will you be purchasing anything today? Always a pleasure, sir.
Dr. Chepkowski to OR. Dr. Chepkowski.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information Network, including directory assistance.
The streets are under control. There's still some cleanup to do at Sarif Plaza.
There's more of this to come, followers, so stay logged in. And if you're just joining us, we're talking augmentations and how by not allowing us to have them, they are essentially stripping our ability to defend ourselves away from us. Now, followers, don't scream me now and start saying, Lazarus, augmentations are legal. My cousin Tootie got one the other day. Not for long, fuck-knob.
Access granted.
Council of Five has a try-out. It should be in the rules. You can add
everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
And Taggart?
He's on stage now. His protection is deep. Only those with VIP passes can get by the guards.
We'll just stay here and make sure none of those hooligans try to sneak in the back door.
Can I help you, man?
Third time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn budget cuts.
Tell me about it. Now with all the damage out there, I doubt we're gonna see any increase in funding anytime soon.
Looks like the only thing escalating are those damn riots. This whole city is going to shit. You think they would actually work and not just sit there looking good? Damn budget cuts.
Ah, hello. It is very commendable when someone like you shows interest in our work.
Jensen. Don't know how welcome someone like you will be in here. Watch your step.
This is the end for your kind, Aug. This riot will force the UN to adopt regulations.
The plaza near the Sarif building is the worst. It's crazy. Don't come down here. I'll be fine. I don't know how the riot started, but I'm not going out there until the streets are cleared up.
Bill is really changing the world for the better.
Or changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their bodies. Or to use his words, their divine engines.
See, I have no problem with amputees wanting to get augmentations.
Especially our soldiers. That's the least they deserve after defending our country. Like Taggart's patient, Ezekiel.
Right. And what happened to Ezekiel? He got himself a new limb that sent him into a spiral of despair because of the drugs. Essentially, what Bill Taggart is asking is, do we really want to have a world filled with addicts being forced to pay exorbitant amounts of money to a bunch of corporate neuropozyne pushers.
I just don't get why certain people have this loony idea that augmentations will make the world better.
Well, as you can see by what's going on out there, they have a lot of work to do to convince the world. So what do you think of Bill Taggart?
Hey, are you able to get in to hear Taggart's speech?
The convention center has been quiet all night. I expect it to stay that way, understand?
Jensen, don't know how welcome someone like you will be in here. Watch your step.
I just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development is a sin.
I can't believe there are still people out there with such backward mentalities.
This UN resolution he wants passed is persecution, plain and simple.
Agreed. He loves to claim over and over again what a peaceful organization Humanity Front is. But just look outside. In a non-direct way, he's promoting this kind of reaction.
Well, there have always been nuts like Taggart trying to stop human progress. By the end of the day, the human need to explore always wins out. He'll be heroic in no time.
I hope you're right. I'm just wondering when Hugh Darrow is going to come out of his shell and take a position. It seems like this whole resolution is on hold until he speaks up.
He doesn't want you to better yourselves. He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction over your body. You want to get augmented? Oh, no. I'm sorry, but we're not going to let you. You're not gonna let me?
Taggart is a visionary. How can you not see that? He's the protector of the human race.
And do you know how he's gonna influence legislation? How he's going to convince you this is really what you want? With fear! He's already started!
Look around!
Outside,
This ain't
in
the
our
time!
streets! Who do you think whipped up
I
that
don't want any
frenzy?
trouble.
And I don't blame them. I blame people like Taggart. People who are constantly trying to divide us by our differences instead of uniting us by our similarities. Listen, I've been a victim of this anti-aug backlash. I was attacked simply for having been to a limb clinic by people who were not augmented, people with an axe to grind. And do you know who saved me? An augmented man, a stranger. So you tell me where the real danger comes from. The Humanity Front is just that. A front. A front for hate-mongering and William Taggart's irrational need to keep us in the Dark Ages. I'm not here to tell you that augmentations will make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose. When Hugh Darrow discovered the secret of augmentation, he gave us the chance to better ourselves, to reach for limits that we couldn't even imagine before. Well, you've just heard William Taggart speak, and isn't he a smooth talker? He doesn't want you to better yourselves. He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction over your body. You want to get augmented? Oh, no. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna let you. You're not gonna let me? Ha!
I don't know how it
How
happened.
he's gonna influence
One second it was a peaceful demonstration near the limb clinic. The next, people are running towards Sarif Plaza grabbing anything they could.
He's already started.
You don't have to get up.
Don't go looking to start trouble in here.
With you, miss.
Security's very
getting
tight
hot.
for Mr.
It
Taggart's
just
visit.
frustrates me how some of you pro-humanists act so superior. Like you have all the answers to every ethical question ever posed.
Well, who are you to think you can just turn yourself into robots, abuse drugs, and then think you can function freely in a society?
I hope they brought in enough police to handle the rioters.
The humanity. Just that. Up front. I'm not here to tell you that augmentations will make the world a better place. I'm here to stand up for my right to choose. When Hugh Darrow discovered the secret of augmentation, he gave it.
Letters post.
Yeah. Backstage area is completely blocked off. Even the janitor can't get back there now.
What about the events?
You're kidding, right? Have you seen the size of those vents? You expect a contortionist or midget is going to try to assassinate Taggart?
Don't get smart. Got a pass?
The press conference is still going on.
You got a lot of nerve showing your hands or face here.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaias Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Sarif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Sarif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Sarif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Sarif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Sarif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen. My heart goes out to you. Perhaps it's best that you came to me rather than bringing this recording to the police. You need it to be some kind of proof because you're still suffering. You're trying to find someone else to blame for the emotional trauma you experienced when you woke up from that surgery and discovered you were no longer quite human.
The reason I'm obsessed with the past, Taggart, is that there are still 5 people missing and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. Your refusal to help me is getting in the way of justice.
Well, of course, justice is very important to me, naturally. What I question is whether or not you're on the right path to find it. If you could see your situation clearly, you would realize you're being driven by your losses. Your actions are motivated by an attempt to regain a sense of control at my expense. You're turning me into your enemy when I'm not.
I have an idea, Taggart. Why don't I give my recording to that reporter down there? He has a machine that can prove it's real right now, once and for all. Of course, when he says it's genuine, I guess it'll be top news story for the next few weeks, and you can kiss your vote goodbye. On the other hand, if you talk to me backstage, I can hold on to this recording, and you can keep the benefit of the doubt for a little while longer.
Very adroit, Mr. Jensen. Nicely played. I see you have me over a barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
Just stay away from Mr. Taggart, and everything will be fine.
Research at all times. We invite critics and members of the UN to tour.
I hope you're not here to disturb Mr. Taggart. That would be a mistake.
And Mr. Taggart warned us there might be AUG trouble tonight.
Isole, and Sarif Industries. The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented super soldiers. Just minutes ago, Zhao Yunru, CEO of the Taiyong Medical Corporation, commented on the images.
I want the world to know that we at Taiyong Medical have not and never will condone these experiments. This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment and an ethical approach to research at all times. We invite critics and members of the UN to tour our facilities firsthand. They will find nothing but order, progress,
You got a problem,
and
Al?
moral responsibility.
Looks as if the ball is now firmly in the United Nations court. This is Eliza Cassett.
Any idea what's going on out there?
Apparently it's settling down a little. Police have cleared the streets.
I heard they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, heard that too. I'm happy we don't have to go out there.
Amen to that. All right, I'm gonna go back.
You aren't gonna be that trouble, are you? That would be a mistake.